Hello Virgo, welcome to your September 2018 reading. I wish you all a very happy birthday. It is your birthday month and I wish you wonderful celebrations, many blessings for the birthday year ahead, and many happy returns for your birthday. So let's have a look here at your reading. This is a general reading for you, Virgo. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, as some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. This is a general reading for you. If you would like to have a personal reading, one-on-one reading, then follow the link below to my website and there you can book a reading with me. That will be much more specific to you. It'll be longer than the readings that you have here and detailed to be specifically for you and see what lies ahead for you. I'd like to thank you all for subscribing, for commenting, for liking and supporting my YouTube channel. I appreciate that. And for all of those that have booked a personal reading with me, it's been really lovely to connect with my subscribers. So let's get started with your reading, shall we? Lovely Virgos. Let's have a look here at, I've created your spread and I've meditated on the cards and let's see what lies ahead for you. You've got here the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords, to me, I just get this really, really strong image. What my guides are telling me here is that there's been a real leaving of difficult times. There's been a moving on, a rite of passage, I want to say to you. There's been a rite of passage. There have been difficulties to overcome. There have been issues, and of course for each of you, you're all individuals, you're all different, and so those things are going to be different for each of you. But I do feel like there is a moving away from difficult times. There is a leaving behind of what is no longer needed or relevant for you. And I get a sense of, that door is going to be well and truly closed, well and truly shut, where you're moving forward, and you're being given this opportunity to move forward onto new horizons, to move forward onto a better future, a future where things will start falling into place. It's as this card shows you, you're being supported, you're being given this rite of passage. There's this ease of moving from difficult times to new opportunities, new times ahead, different things coming your way. And I feel like these opportunities that are coming to you are going to vary for each of you, and we'll have a look at what they are as we move along through the spread and as that evolves. I also want to say that how high you fly, how successful you are in moving forward in these new opportunities that are coming to you is going to really depend on you. It's going to depend on what you lay ahead for you, how you're thinking, what you're perceiving. Have you put a glass ceiling up, or are you prepared to soar as high as you need to achieve or set goals that are going to really bring you the opportunities that you're requiring? Or is that self-confidence not quite there and you're not setting the bar high enough? That's what I want to say to you, because what is crossing that card too is the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups, to me, I love this card. It's the genie card. It's the wish card. It's, you're given this opportunity here to set your goals, to really look at what you are desiring, what you're wanting to achieve. Don't be afraid to set to really set the goals that you want. Really set the bar high, which is really, what you've been told in the previous card. it's about setting your goals with confidence. It's about really looking at what are your heart's desires. But that also comes with a word of warning, because it is, be careful what you wish for. And I want to say that to you. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you're asking. Be careful what you're wanting to move towards. Because sometimes when you get there, you realize that that's not what you wanted at all. So really think about, really do some soul searching, really think about what you're setting here, what you're wanting to achieve, where you're heading, and how you want to move forward. I feel like you're moving away from difficult times. Those lessons are behind you. And so now you have an opportunity to really start afresh, to really set the goals that you've always wanted. Listen to your self-talk. What are you really wanting? Really look at that. Really think about what you're wanting, where you're wanting to move to. Because sometimes we want things, and then when we get there we realize that's not really what we wanted. So really think about what goals you're setting, but don't be afraid to really, if that's what you're wanting to do, if that's what you're wanting to achieve, where are you moving to, what opportunities do you want to set in motion, then go ahead and do that, because it's a really good time to do that. Here you've also got the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords to me is really this, being confident about what you're wanting to achieve and where you're wanting to move to. Don't allow fear to set the limits, set the boundaries. Sometimes we don't want to move forward and grab opportunities because we fear failure. We fear what that's going to look like. But it's in those failures that you really work out what direction you really want to move in, what you really want to do, and you pick yourself up and you try it again and you do it again until you achieve it. It's not that you don't necessarily achieve it in the first go. So it's really about, don't allow fear to paralyze you. Don't allow fear of not succeeding the way you want to succeed to stop you. Really find that confidence in moving forward. But for some of you, I feel that this is also the stuff of dreams. I feel like, this is the stuff of dreams. This is, active dream life, messages coming to you through dreams. And that's how our guides often speak to us, through our dreams, through our sleep, in our sleeping state, because when we're awake, there's too much clutter, there's too much noise, there's too much distraction. And so when you're sleeping, just before you fall asleep, just before you wake up, you reach the same beta brainwave that you do when you're meditating, and that's when messages come through. So also be mindful of that and listen to those messages. There's going to be synchronicities, there's going to be opportunities coming your way that you think, oh, well, that's a coincidence. Well, they're not coincidences, it's synchronicity, and it's opportunities that are crossing your path. So don't be afraid to be observant, to notice them, to take them on, to act on things that are being put across your path, because that's going to be really important. So to me, September is starting to turn into a month where it's an opportunity for you to really think about your future, where you want to be, where you want to move to, what the opportunities that you want to bring in, without losing those opportunities because you're not confident enough, or you don't think you're good enough, or you don't think you deserve it, or you think it's too hard. Really try and get over that, because which is really what's coming out in the card that is here as well. Inner conflict. This is inner conflict, inner battles. Battles with the self. Should I take that risk? I'm not good enough. Is this opportunity really meant for me? Is it going to improve my condition? I'm too scared to move forward. All that sort of self-talk, that inner battle, but it's what I really want. So you're going to be going through this inner battle in September of really working out what changes you want to bring in, where you want to be in 6 months' time, opportunities that are coming your way. You know, for some of you, it's that job interview, it's that promotion. Am I good enough? Am I going to get it? Am I going to fail? What's that going to look like if I fail? You know, all that sort of self-talk. For some of you, it's starting a new project. It's making a change. For some of you, it's leaving the security of a relationship and moving out on your own. And making that change. It's that inner dialogue. Should I, you know, the devil you know better than the devil you don't know. Should I stay where I am, or you know, I really want to leave this relationship and find myself. You know, there's all that inner talk, all that what's your heart's desire, and only you know that. Only you know that. And of course, it's going to be different for each of you. But they're going to be those changes nonetheless. You know, and this is something that has been set in motion in August. And I would even say it started in July, you know, and for some of you it started even further back than that, but they're changes that have come in. This is the Ace of Pentacles, which is absolutely fantastic card to bring in change, to bring in the abundance you're seeking. Abundance is not just financial, material abundance. Abundance is abundance of health and love, work, pleasure, happiness. You know, it's abundance in things that are not just materialistic. And these doors have been opened for you. These opportunities have been set in motion for you already. And it's been set in motion by you, by your thought patterns, by actions you've taken, by your heart's desires, by what you've wanted to bring in. And that has opportunities have been set in motion there. The proverbial door has been opened for you to start bringing in that change, and it's certainly planting those seeds, and they're starting to come through and come to fruition in September. So really, I want to say to you, watch your self-talk. Listen to your words. Listen to what you're saying. Listen to what you are expecting of yourself and wanting to bring in, because that's going to reflect in your external environment. And when we approach things with confidence and with determination and with positive thought and an expectation that it's going to succeed, then you're more likely to have that succeed, rather than the doubts and the fears that are going to stop you and hold you back. Okay? You're going to also, through September, and the timing is going to be different for all of you, because you know your birth dates and your birth times and your locations are all different. Your charts are going to all look different. So the energy that's coming in for you is going to be at different times. But I feel like in September you're going to have this sense of reviewing the past, reviewing what's brought you here to this point. And it's not about dwelling on the past and failing to look at what is available to you in the future. Okay, so that little devil that's sitting on your shoulder and you know, you can't do this, you're not good enough, look at what's happened in the past, all that sort of self-talk, that subconscious talk that is keeping you locked into patterns of the past. It's really about reviewing it. Okay, how did I behave in the past? What did I do that set up these things that didn't work? How was I thinking? What was my self-talk? And learn from it and turn and face your future and move forward with that information, with what you want to change, the changes you want to bring in on a personal level in September. There's going to be this temptation through fear of looking at the past and staying there and just going over and over and over the situations of the past. That keeps you locked in that energy. That keeps you in the past and not moving forward. So we really want to review that. And really, one of the hardest things is to really look at yourself, to really look at what blockages do we have? What have we buried in there? How is what we've got that happened in the past holding us back, anchoring us into patterns of the past? And what patterns do you want to change? What behaviours do you want to change? What behaviours do you want to take with you moving forward? That's going to be really important for you in September, because there's this opportunity to really move forward with great speed, you know, with great speed, with great ease of just being carried into into your future. And I feel like a lot of you will succeed in that. This is the Death card, and the Death card is, you know, a success. It's endings. It's endings, leaving behind what is no longer necessary, shutting that door to past behaviors, to past patterns, to past ways of thinking, to past ways of self-talk, to past ways of expectations that you've had. Closing that door and realizing that there are new opportunities coming for you, to you. So attract nothing but the best. And you do that through thought patterns. Okay, so September is really that month where new opportunities are presenting themselves, and the old patterns are ceasing to be, are moving on. I really like that. I really like that. Leaving the past behind. Leaving the past behind. And what it's going to ask of you is this, you know, the Queen of Cups. And I feel like it can be someone, it can be a person around you, you know, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone with those qualities. It can be male or female. It's someone that's nurturing, that's intuitive, that is supportive, that is healing. It could be a healer that you're going to. It could be someone that's around you that is a good listener, that is not non-judgmental and is there to support you on an emotional level, for some of you. For some of you, I feel like it's about you, and it's about self-love, self-nurturing, doing things that are going to be healing for you. So, you know, we can spend a lot of time doing things for other people, making sure they're okay, making sure that they are, you know, listening to their problems, you know, helping them and supporting them and being there for them. And we can forget ourselves. So it's about you just remembering to take time out for you. Do something that's nice for you. Follow your gut feeling. Listen to your intuition. Be emotionally supportive for you. Go and have a massage. Go and have a walk by the water. Go and do nice things for you too, because that's going to also help you with this new beginning, with leaving the past behind and bringing in all this wonderful new beginning. If it's someone that's around you that you want to seek, a healer, a friend that is a good listener, that is emotionally supportive of you, is caring, then seek them out to support you through this time as well. That'll be really important for you. Okay. All right. So I feel like, you know, this is really speaking to me of not closing yourself off. I feel that in moving forward, don't close yourself off from other people. You still, you know, keep that, you know, keep your friends close. Go out and communicate with people. Give of your time and energy to others as well. Don't be just focused on you. Get out and and do some nice things for other people. So, you know, life is about giving and taking, give and take. And it's about sharing opportunities, sharing support, being supportive to others as well. Not closing yourself off and being protective of yourself. Don't be afraid to open up and allow others to come in and nurture you and help you as you would help and support them as well. Okay, so don't forget to do that. Bring that in as well. I feel like I want to say that to you as well. Okay. I also feel like financially some of you are going to start doing really well. So don't forget to share some of that with others as well. Maybe give to a charity or do some charitable work. That's going to really take you out of yourself and make you realize what your position where you are at. There's always someone that is in a worse position, that is worse off than you, so that it's about showing gratitude and appreciation for what you have around you, who you have around you, and what you have. So gratitude and appreciation is going to be a really big part in September, for you to acknowledge what it is you have around you, and that there always are people with less that are in a worse situation, and possibly do some charitable work. Give of yourself, give of your time as well, because that's what makes the world go round. That is healing as well. That's going around. You know what, by the end of September, I feel like you will have learnt a lot. I feel like you will have learnt a lot about yourself, who you are, in taking these steps, in bringing in these new opportunities, in making these changes. You will have learnt a lot about your strength, about your stamina, about how what you've learnt, how you've changed, and how you can share that, use that with other people, with your friends. I feel like there's going to be a shift in how you see the world between the beginning of September and the end of September. It's about also being, I want to say to you, it's a month of being supportive to people that have less than you, people that also need support as well, to get your views, to make you see outside of yourself, to externalize and what's going on around you. Have a look at what's going on around you, who needs your help, who needs your assistance, because from those opportunities you are also going to learn something about yourself. You're going to learn something about yourself as well. And I feel like that's going to be really, really important. I'm going to take a card now from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot to sum up the month for you. And there we go. Okay, so you've got the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is about finding that balance with you, between the emotional and the intellectual balance. Finding that inner strength, that balance. Being strong, King of Swords is strong, is decisive, but also employs not just analytical and mental solutions. Treats people with that emotional element as well. So it's about really discovering your emotional element. It's about finding the balance between emotion and intellect this month. So don't just act on your emotions, but really look at the situation. Think about why you have come to that decision. And it's also asking you not to just be analytical, but also follow your instinct, follow your intuition, follow your gut in making your choices and decisions. It's about also, when you are in these inner conflicts, when things are coming up from the past for review them in a balanced way, emotionally and intellectually. Really balance it out, really look at it, really focus on how you're feeling, where you want to go, setting your goals. Don't just set your goals on an intellectual, analytical level, but also what's your heart's desire? Where do you want to be? Employ your emotions as well. If it sits well with your gut, then it's going to serve you well. It's going to see you make good progress as well. So, I wish you many, many blessings for your birthday month, for the month of September. And I hope that this reading is helpful for you in traveling through September. And I wish you all many, many blessings.